Hi everyone, it's Andrea from Movers and Bakers. Today I want to share with you my super easy cheats tiramisu recipe. You are going to love it. Alright, so this recipe is not going to use any eggs at all. We are instead going to use condensed milk and double cream. So to get started, we're going to make the creamy filling first. So I need 2 large bowls. In my first one, I'm going to put mascarpone cheese in. And to that, I'm going to add some condensed milk. All I'm going to do with that is I'm just going to give it a very quick mix just to combine the 2 ingredients. So you just want to make sure you've mixed that until it's thoroughly combined and you can't see any small bits of cheese or anything, so you need it all to be really well mixed. Alright, so that is that done. Right, we're going to set that aside for a minute and we're going to do our cream next. So I have some double cream here, or some whipping cream, and now I'm just going to whip this till we get to the soft peak stage. There you go, my cream is all ready. So it's lovely and thick. You can see when I lift up, it stands up. So that's what you're looking for with your whipped cream. Now it's really important, I didn't say before, it's really important when you use condensed milk to make sure you get the full fat version rather than the lighter version, because that's going to help it, the fat's going to help it all hold its shape much better. So now we're going to mix the 2 together. So to start with, I'm just going to put a little bit of this mixture into my whipped up cream and mix it really well together. So that is all together. I'm just going to give it a quick mix to mix it up. And you're going to end up with this beautiful, thick, creamy mixture that is going to be used in between your coffee sponge fingers. It is beautiful. Now to make this, when I assemble it, you can just put this layer completely, just spread it out with your spatula. You don't need to use a piping bag or anything at all, but I want to make it look extra special, so I'm going to show you with a piping bag in a minute. So I'm going to set that aside for a minute. I'm going to do the other part of my tiramisu. So I have some freshly made coffee here. This is about 2/3 of a cup, or about 150-160 mils. So I'm going to pop that in there. And the next bit is completely optional. The next bit I'm going to put in is some Kahlua. Now, instead of Kahlua, you can completely leave it out if you don't want to put it in. You can put some apple juice in if you want to, but I just find the best flavour comes from using a little bit of Kahlua. So I'm just going to put a generous tablespoon of it in. I did say generous. That's it. And give that a little bit of a mix just to make sure it's all combined in. And we're done. I have a dish here, and all I'm going to do with my sponge fingers is I'm just going to dip them in my coffee mix and then line them on the bottom of my serving dish. Just like that. You want to make sure that they're buttered up really close together, and you also want to make sure that you've given them enough chance to soak in some of this beautiful coffee liquid that you have. So you want to make sure that you've covered all the base of your dish completely, because you want to make sure everyone gets the layers of the cakey loveliness that this is going to turn into. Right, that's my first layer of the sponge fingers done. So you can pipe the layer of this if you want to, or you can just put it on like I'm going to and spread it out into the corners. And you want to spread it all the way out. So as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to sprinkle on a layer of cocoa powder, just a quick dusting to cover it up. And I also think when you get into it and you slice it open that it looks beautiful having that extra layer of cocoa powder in. So you just want to sprinkle it over to create a lovely layer of cocoa all over. And go ahead and be generous. Right, that's my first layer done, and now I'm just going to repeat it over and do another layer of everything again. So sponge fingers to start. And like with the bottom layer, make sure that you're pushing them together so that you get a proper layer of cake without any gaps in between. There we go, all done. So we've got another lovely layer of our sponge fingers all ready to go. If you want to, you can, to give them a bit of extra moisture, a bit of extra liquid. Once you've got your sponge fingers in there, you can use a spoon and you can just put an extra little dribble over your sponge fingers. Just be careful if you do this that you don't put too much on, or else you're going to end up with a bit of a liquidy mess in amongst the mascarpone cream, which obviously you don't want to have. Now for our next layer of the mascarpone cream, so I'm going to put a nice layer of this on first, and then I'm going to pipe the top layer on to make it look pretty. But like I said before, you can just do this and not do the piping as well. I just think if you're having a dessert as beautiful as this, that you may as well have it looking beautiful as well as tasting beautiful. And that is my final layer of mascarpone cheese mixture done. Now you can absolutely leave it here, just put a sprinkling of cocoa on, pop it in the fridge and leave it for a few hours to completely settle overnight if you're having it. But like I said, I am going to do some piping just to make it look extra special. So into my piping bag, I'm putting a large round nozzle. There you go, that's all my mascarpone mixture in there. That's left. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pipe blobs of this mixture all over the top layer. So the easiest way I find to do this is to start off with your first row so you know how many you can fit on, and do your lengthways as well. And then you know how many rows you've got to do. Makes it very easy to gauge how far apart to put the rest of your blobs. Now don't worry if you've got gaps that you can see in between your blobs where you can see the cream cheese underneath. Don't worry about that. Once we put the cocoa powder on, it will all get covered up and you won't even see it. There you go, that's all my mascarpone done and the pretty on top. So now all that's left to do is my cocoa dusting. So like I did on my middle layer, I'm just going to do exactly the same again into my little sifter, and I'm just going to put a lovely generous layer of cocoa powder all over the top. There you go, that is all my cocoa powder done. And that is it. That is your easy, super yummy tiramisu. All that's left to be done is to pop that in the fridge for a few hours. You need to leave it in for at least 3 or 4 hours, so you could do it the evening before you need it and leave it in overnight. And then it's just to be enjoyed. That's it guys, thanks so much for joining me again. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please do like and subscribe if you have, and I shall see you next time. Take care.